Okay, so welcome everybody to a very special one-off press conference here today about the Road to MotoGP on this lovely sunny Friday at the Kryptodata Motorrad Grand Prix von Österreich. And we are joined by Dorna Chief Sporting Officer Carlos Ezpeleta, the CMO of KTM, Hubert Trunkenpolz, Fabian Schuster from ADAC, the head of motorbike sport and coordination, and Dorna Talent Promotion External Director Alberto Puig. Welcome all of you. I believe, Carlos, you will kick us off and explain the occasion for which we are gathered here in Austria.
Thank you, Fran, and thank you all for joining us. I think it's the excellent setting, the best one we can have for this announcement. As everybody knows, in Dorna, we're super focused on widening the platform for young riders around the world to be able to practice such an amazing sport. And we're here in Austria to, as one of the countries which is historically and currently a huge asset for the championship and the sport, together with the rest of Central and Northern Europe. We're extremely happy to announce that we will be expanding together with the partners that are next to me today. We will be expanding the Road to MotoGP platform in this area. As of next year, the new KTM Junior Cup powered by ADAC will be introduced for the young riders in the area to be able to develop their skills, and also that the Northern Talent Cup currently with KTM will be using the Honda NSF 250R, which is the same bike that is used in other Talent Cups, which levels the playing field and is a great way of making the riders have 2 steps into their road to MotoGP, as well as widening the more riders that are racing in circuits, the better, and of the age that they need to and on the bikes that they need to, which we consider are the safest on the market. So we're hugely happy. All these countries are extremely important to the championship, and we can't wait to see the results.
Thanks, Carlos. So I believe, Hubert, you will talk next from KTM. An exciting new chapter for the company as well, and at an incredible time, their success on the world stage in Grand Prix racing as well.
Yes, in general, for us it's super important to have young talents coming into the MotoGP classes, beginning with the rookies and then followed by Moto3, Moto2 and finally MotoGP. For us, this is one of the most important topics, and therefore we had already the Austrian Talent Cup in place for a couple of years. Now we expanded into Germany and Switzerland together with the partners, ADAC, DMSB, and we think that's the right move because it gives us more riders, definitely, and also a better pattern of talents that we can develop into the other categories. In general, we will race with most of the EDM races, what makes sense because this is a very good tracks. The infrastructure and everything around this is a proper one. And we think that this is the right move, and the renaming is, as Carlos was already mentioning, from Austrian Talent Cup to KTM Junior Cup.
Thank you very much. So, Fabian, I'm sure you have something to add, and I should say ADAC to be correct in this part of the world. So from your perspective, an exciting project as well.
Yes, you're right, and thank you all for coming today. Maybe we, ADAC and KTM, we can say we have one common goal, which is to bring back German or German-speaking riders into MotoGP. And exactly this cup is perfect for this because it completes our end-to-end developing strategy for young riders. And this is the perfect match to switch from the Mini-GP to the NTC, because not all of our riders at Mini-GP make it directly to the NTC or to other Talent Cups. And the KTM Junior Cup, powered by ADAC, is the perfect platform for all the young boys and girls to develop further and to make the next steps in their racing career.
Exactly, so completing the ladder kind of in this part of the world perfectly.
Yep.
And Alberto, obviously you're here from a slightly different perspective in terms of the Northern Talent Cup's change to Honda machinery, which brings it in line with, as Carlos said, other talent cups, so the Asia Talent Cup, but also the European Talent Cup. And obviously you've also been a really big part of Dorna's whole Road to MotoGP project and talent promotion. Talk to us a little bit about that, the journey to coming here now and expanding again into Central and Northern Europe.
Well, yeah, it's been a very long journey, you know. And if we talk about facts, Dorna started this activity 25 years ago, and we've had around 750 riders in all the championships, and we've produced 31 world champions, which are shocking statistics if you check it, no? So yeah, we started back in '98 with the FIM-CB, then we went for the Movistar Cup, then we moved on to also cooperate the rookies, Red Bull rookies in 2007. In 2014 we created the Idemitsu Asia Talent Cup. At that time it was the Shell Asia Talent Cup. Then in 2015 I remember we did also the British Junior Talent Team, 17 British Talent Cup, and then European Talent Cup. I mean, it's been a very big journey that has produced a lot of riders that are here today in the grids. And I think that the job done has been amazing and really important for the sport. In this case, talking about the Northern Talent Cup, we are happy to bring this new concept with a bike, the NSF 250, which is a bike that is proven that it's working really well. It has been working really well in all the cups, in Asia, in England, and also in Spain with the European Talent Cup, which is a championship that it's completely super interesting championship, because with a real standard bike from the box, the guys are able to go 1 second slower than the Junior World Championship teams, that shows you the quality of a simple bike that works. So, well, it's been a big story and a long journey, but we are very happy to be here today and have this opportunity.
Thanks very much, Alberto. So do we have any questions? Obviously, anything about the Road to MotoGP, you can pick your favored speaker.
Dimitris Diatsidis from Greek TV. We as Greeks, we are looking for these talent cups because we want to bring, also with Carlos, with Dorna, we want to bring in the future a Greek rider. And now we can see that there are several options. Is possible for a Greek rider, let's say, to compete in this Austrian, German, and Switzerland Talent Cup, or it has to go only to the European Talent Cup in...
Yes, he has to learn German, no? But
I'm glad you made that joke.
For sure, this cup will be open for young riders and talents outside of the so-called DACH region. Yep. And we would be more than happy to have a Greek rider there, but I think it's up to them to decide which format they want to choose. So we do not want to get in competition to each other, because we all have the same target. We want to promote young talents, and I think both of the cups will be open for riders from other regions.
And another question is, the winners of each cup, they're having a place in the Red Bull Rookies Cup, or they need to go to the event of the selection? They
have to go to the event of the selection. So this is no change, and as far as I can speak for that, this is a proven system, and we should not change that.
yeah, you know, at the end, our target here is to widen the funnel as much as possible. The more riders that we have competing on safe tracks and safe machinery, the better. And you know, it's the wider the funnel are for the boys and girls that before probably had to make a step to travel or to move even to the south of Europe. Well, now they won't have to. And as they were saying, sometimes a step from MiniGP to the Rookies Cup or to the Northern Talent Cup was too big, or from the from the previous Northern Talent Cup to the Rookies Cup was too big also. So now you have a more escalated way of moving forward. As has been happening in the past, the top riders from the Northern Talent Cup are selected directly to join the Red Bull Rookies, and that I think it's important that the riders have that sort of perception that if I do well, I will be able to move on to the next spot. Motorsport is, has a harder access than some other sports on the planet, but we're hugely happy together with our partners such as KTM and Honda and ADAC in this case, that we provide a very affordable, very accessible way of riding motorcycles, much cheaper. I dare to say that we are for sure the motorsport with the easiest access around the world, especially if you compare it to four wheels. So I think it's important that we say this.
Wolfgang Hähnlein, Kronenzeitung. A question to Mr. Trunkenpolz. We have seen with Matthias Walkner how a local hero can increase the interest to the Dakar. Would you expect the same boost for MotoGP in Austria or Germany if we have a rider here?
Yes, for sure. This is completely out of question. This is also one of the reasons we really support this series, because I think there is not only an Austrian, in general, a German-speaking MotoGP rider missing. We have, of course, we have had Stefan Brauer, which has shown that there is a potential there, and he was super successful. But at the moment, it's difficult to find the next talent, also from Germany, and therefore we have to do everything to overcome that. And I think it's a global sport event, and it deserves a German-speaking MotoGP rider. And finally, of course, if an Austrian MotoGP rider will come up, it will boost the MotoGP sport in Austria unbelievable. We see this with our ski athletes, so this is a good comparison, and I think something similar could happen.
And I think it is an important thing to have a wider basis, to have more riders on the bottom, which is where we have the ADAC Road Racing Academy. We are offering beginner courses around in Germany, and we are planning to expand these beginner courses. These courses are for kids aged from 6 to 10 on pocket bikes, and from kids aged from 8 to 13 on mini bikes. And so this is the first step to get the kids interested in our great sport. And the next step would be then to go into the MiniGP, or in Germany we have the Pocket and Mini Bike Cup, where the MiniGP is included.
No more questions? Okay, I think that concludes the press conference then. If I may ask you to stand for a photo before we all head off to enjoy the afternoon's track action. If you can all look here at once. Perfect. Okay, thank you very much to all of you. Thank you for everyone who attended and your questions.
Thank you, Fran.